This is the Real Eyes Recognize podcast.
Now your hosts, Dustin Gutkowski and UFC fighter Kevin Holland.
We're recording. Here we go. Episode 30.
Why the fuck you put my leg on your leg?
Wait, what? Here we go. It's starting off just like that. Episode 30. You know what? Fun fact, King Griffey Jr., number 30.
I've heard of that.
I've heard of that one? Nolan Ryan?
Don't know who it is, but I heard of it.
King Griffey Jr.
Curry.
Nolan Ryan. I was going to say, but here's what, Steph.
Hey, but as you do the dribble and you do the shoot, welcome to the Sugar Show, baby.
And his dad, Dale Curry, was actually
32?
30, yeah.
30.
Yeah,
And they might make 33s on you.
And I just turned 30.
And best believe this. Guess what?
Bro.
There was only 30 strikes thrown between the first and second round in the Sugar Show fight.
Only 30?
Nah, I'm fucking around. Nah, but we're in here. Look, hey, I don't want to just be I don't want to be an asshole the whole time. Shout out to Aljamain Sterling. The way he got the belt, a lot of people criticized him. A lot of people talked bad about him, right? And it was, it was a rough situation. I got the blunt in hand today. Yes, we in the building today. And it was a rough situation, right? It was one of those things where it was like, it's a Sugar Show, you got to smoke. But it was one of those things where it was like, people had plenty of shit to say, right?
A lot, yeah.
What did you think of that situation? It was a rough situation, right? Like, if you was a Peter Yan fan, of course you was pissed.
Yeah.
But you got to feel for Aljo, right? Like, he's concussed.
Yeah, he got. No, take feelings out of it.
Yeah.
I'm not in the sport. I'm a fan of the sport. So watching it, you never want to see someone win that way, but you also don't want to see someone lose that way. And I don't think Aljo wrote up a story saying, hey, man, I hope I go down to it and the guy kicks me. I don't think he wanted to win that way. And you could tell, like, he didn't even. So, respect. I'll give Aljo this. I've never been a huge fan of Aljo, but when I saw his emotions after the fight, I felt like that was the first time we saw like almost a real Aljo. Like you saw him like break down. You say, hey man,
no more character.
Yeah, it was like where I came from, what I've overcome. Dude, that actually made me a bigger fan of him because you're like, man, you saw the man. You saw this, like you said, a character. I don't know. I don't know him personally. So I can't say he's playing a character. It just seemed like I've never seen the real Aljo. I felt like he's been made out to be a villain, which I don't know why.
Just because the illegal knee.
Yeah, and so he's tried to play this character or this role. But when I saw that real side of, look, man, I've been able to buy my mom a home. I've been able to put people on.
Yeah.
I overcame bad childhood, all this stuff. I was like, man, respect, bro, because we've all been there. Same here. So I liked that part. I did, man. But it was crazy, man. Like, Sugar Sean, what the fuck, dude?
Sugar Sean show, baby. Yeah, I mean, and we're going to touch on a couple of those things, right? Because it's a subject, right? The whole podcast can just simply be about that. Like, it's a fucking subject, right? So it's like, you have to feel for him, right? People mad at him about the knee, right? Which is a fucked up situation. All sides. They could have probably no contest it. They probably could have went to the judges' scorecard because it was past the third round. They could have did a lot of things, right? But it went the way it went. He went back and fought the man again, completely dominated the man. Had a hell of a fight against him. After having surgery on a major part of his body, which is his neck, came back and showed that was hindering him and that he was a better fighter than what you guys thought. And, showed that he was one of the best, not being biased here, part of the representation, the KO gangs. So props to everything Aljo's done. Being able to buy your mom, that's something tremendous. Taking care of your family, that's something tremendous. Doing the things that he's done, it's not little, but it's big and it's tremendous. It's like it's fucking fire. But we don't want to take away from the Sugar Show.
Bro, he did. He showed up, showed out.
And he said he was a little bit more nervous than he was ever before a fight. What you can kind of see. But, maybe he was nervous before the Cheeto fight, too, because that was a big fight in his career, stepping up in competition and stuff. But he showed up this time in beautiful form and beautiful fashion. He didn't allow too many kicks to get through unless it was to the inside instead of the outside, where he seems to be a little bit more vulnerable one time in his fucking life. He just looked good. The footwork, the way he changed stances, he picked his shots beautifully. He low-key didn't really throw hands until Aljo got overextended. And everybody's talking about a breakout star, the next biggest star. He's been a star. But finally looking at somebody who could be bigger than Conor. I know people, they speak on Ian, they speak on Chimaev, which Chimaev's a very, very huge star. Ratlip. you know, and so on and so forth. But it's like to get the same type of style knockout that Conor did against Alvarez when he was capturing, you know, it's just the same picture perfect. Maybe not the Alvarez, but the Aldo. Just a picture perfect. Yeah. Boom. You know, it's very nice. Slumping over forward. He needed more shots than what Conor did, but it was still the star potential all the way there. So you have to do nothing but respect Sugar Show, right? And the whole way up, losses, wins, only one loss, and the wins and everything that's happened, Sugar Sean has been Sugar Sean.
It's been him.
People could say he's a character. People could say he's this. He's putting on a whatever the case may be. The Sugar Show has been the Sugar Show. Whether it's been a no contest, whether it has been a loss, whatever the case may be, the Sugar Show has been the Sugar Show and has done nothing but evolve. Even in a loss, it did nothing but evolve. And you see where he is today. So props to the Sugar Show. So I hear what you were saying about Aljo after the fight.
Yeah.
You feeling more for him. And I see a lot of people online that are feeling a lot more for him. But we're in a sport where people are quick to forget. Do we forget the Dana White privileges, statements that were made? Do we forget the, you know, basically not happy with who you're working for because of, you know, quote unquote, not getting paid enough? But you were able to put your family in the house.
Man,
you were able to take care of people. You were able to put people on. So how do you ever say these things?
I want to talk to you about this too, because we do a lot of MMA stuff, but I want to talk to you and circle back on this about business, about how you've been successful in the ring and outside the ring, right? And how fighters could do that, because that is part of the business. So I want to talk to you about that. But with that, it's like, man, shut the fuck up, seriously, because look, you work for somebody else at the end of the day, right? Yeah. And I as a business owner, man, I don't want you to question every single thing I do. I got to feel for Dana White on this. There's no scenario where Dana White wants you to be unsuccessful as a fighter in his organization because he doesn't make money. Now, question, does he want boxers to be successful, somebody that leaves? Okay, no, you're not a competition. But where does it benefit Dana White if you're not a superstar? Because the bigger superstar you are, the more butts you're going to put in the seats, the more pay-per-views you're going to sell, the more merchandise, the more eyes you're going to bring to the sport. Yeah. So I don't buy this, oh, well, he has a vendetta against certain fighters. Well, yeah, if you're always going to the media and talking shit about him, then yes, he probably has a vendetta against you. That's still, at the end of the day, your employer. Why would you want the UFC to fail? What I see from Dana White is, look, man, he's taking care of the people that take care of him. And so for me, imagine this. Imagine your wife going to her friends, going to social media, bashing you every time you guys have an argument. Well, that's what fighters are doing.
But she still wants that brand new purse.
It wants it all. No way.
Nails done, feet done, everything did. Yeah, it just doesn't work that way.
And so I think for today, it's like, yeah, is there privilege? Okay. Does Conor get special privilege? Probably. He has what? How many of the top pay-per-views of all time? Yes, he gets more privilege because he's earned that. I think that's kind of a crock. I mean, look, say whatever you want. Did Sugar have an easy ride there? Okay, so let's say he did. But he still won. It's like with Aljo, he still
and props to him though, because it's like, you know, I would say I had a good ride, you know, coming off those 5 fights in 2020 and then going up against Brunson. Brunson was hands down the easiest fight in the top 10 at 185 pounds. No disrespect thrown, I dropped the bag on that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, people can say what they want to say about Sugar, but it's like, he didn't drop the bag. And even when the bag was fumbled a little bit, he came back, picked that motherfucker up, and kept running and got his touchdown. So it's like, how can you have anything negative to say about that?
Nah, I think
nothing but positivity.
I don't think you can say anything negative about either one. Right?
But talking about attitudes, right? Knowing what to say. Maybe saying stuff too much sometimes. But knowing what to say, just having the right personality, having the right energy to catapult yourself ahead. We said Conor McGregor, but let's talk about somebody new. From day one, from Jump Street, just believing in himself. Maybe he's not happy with something, but just working harder and getting himself in a better position to get it. I gotta give props to that kid, Ian Garry. 25 years old, takes the sport very serious, takes his career very serious, doesn't play around. You know what I mean? It's like when I was 25, boy, who knows what the fuck I was doing? You know what I mean?
Can't say it's like, online.
Yeah,
actually, yeah.
I'll
end up with the Ian Garry mugshot T-shirt if I talked about what I was doing.
Yeah, so I gotta give props to him for always catapulting himself. Whether he's in the media, whether he's taking media into his own hands. Like you've taught pretty much taught me to do. Just be smarter. It's like get in front of that camera a little more. You know what I mean? Whether it's on your own time or whether it's there. Like we got the podcast now, which allows my fans to get more interaction with me. He shoots a lot of videos, has a lot of reels.
Does a lot.
Goes a lot of places, do a lot of things, but never stops capturing the footage. It's like it's like whoever his fucking traveling cameraman is, props to them.
He's probably not loud ties, but
he's there. Yeah, he's not loud ties, baby.
Look, please don't put me on a shirt and please don't beat my ass, okay? But I just want to get that out there.
He's going there.
No, because look, first of all,
you're going there.
So let me say some good stuff before he says something.
Fuck that.
Because
say the bad stuff first.
I've had a month.
I already said good shit. Get straight to it. Fuck it. Get straight to it.
Cap just what you said because to piggyback off of what you said.
Yeah.
Man, I saw what he did. I thought it was super cool. He took his open workout to a bar, to a pub. That was dope, man. He had a bunch of fighters there. He took it, and he said the cop said, if you come outside to provoke a riot, I'm going to arrest you. And he goes, I was going to do it just so all the fans could see because they wouldn't let him in. But he's like, I had a fight the next day, so I didn't know if I could get out of jail quick enough. I was like, that's pretty dope. With that being said, I don't know if this is true. Maybe he could talk about it. Maybe he could come on and talk about it. But is Garry what's his maiden name? Did I read? And maybe you could phone a friend, Cozy, to find out did he take his wife's last name or his maiden? I don't know where I read that, and that could be just shit talking.
I seen some shit on Instagram.
It's got to be true then.
So it's like it's one of those things where it's like I don't understand it, but different strokes for different folks, right? But
why? So it's so.
But he still goes by Machado. Machado's his middle name, or it was originally his last name.
So it's hyphen.
Oh, okay.
I want to know why that. So
they both hyping? But you know what? This is what I heard though. I heard that he didn't just take her last name; it was her ex-lover's last name.
No, stop it.
I may be talking shit here, but
we're not talking shit. We're asking a legitimate question.
Can we find that out?
We're phoning a friend.
We'll circle back to that though.
Yeah. So, but he does. Hey, 25. He's backed up what he said he was going to do.
Yeah. So far,
he's said it. He called out Wonderboy.
Yeah.
I don't think he
don't do it, Wonderboy. Save that fucking energy for me, dog. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Look,
fight. If you're gonna fight back in the ranking, huh?
Foss is not his ex. Okay, so
Foss.
Yeah, Foss.
It's her maiden. So all you guys out there saying that, shame on you guys.
Yeah. Guys, these rumor starters. I know the rumor starters. I started it.
Yeah,
just kidding. I didn't start it. I was just joking.
Yeah, bro.
I don't want to
Why would you do that, bro?
I didn't do it. No, that's
fucking people are in love and you're up here bashing their relationship and shit, bro.
Hey, dude, every video
last
you see,
episode you're racist. This episode you're a fucking relationship breaker.
He's white, so he's okay.
You can do it.
I'm not.
He's Irish.
Respect. First of all, look, he's backed up what he said. Every video you see, he has his wife and kid with him.
Yeah, he's a loving family.
Respect, dude. Yeah. He's filming, and look, you got to respect the guys for the fans. Like, who else did an open workout?
Yeah, because my son's fantastic, but he can't go to everything with me. I mean, and he's fucking. I mean, he's fantastic, but he's cooler than me.
Yeah,
I'm a cool motherfucker.
He got in trouble with school today.
My brother's like almost as cool as me, but he still got some work to do. But my son's cooler than me off the rip.
Cooler than you. What about a matchup with you and Ian Garry?
I seen him get dropped one time with a left hook.
That's all you're saying? That's not a rumor, by the way.
I seen him get dropped one time with a left hook. It is a rumor because I didn't see it.
Hey, but he called out Wonderboy. I don't think Wonderboy takes that fight because what's in it for Wonderboy?
No, Wonderboy, I'm going to say it again. Wonderboy, if you're going to fight backwards in a ranking, fight somebody you already beat. Me, hey, Wonderboy. Come on the podcast again, bro. I love you. I'm going to start talking shit. You don't respond to my DMs.
He didn't respond to your DMs?
I don't think he liked me no more.
Why?
I don't know.
What'd you do this time?
There's no
Sorry, Michael Chandler again.
I plead the fifth. Yeah. I plead the fifth.
What'd you do? You did something.
I plead the fifth. Is that the right thing to say?
No, not for the pod.
Shit. Look, I didn't do anything. It's just I just sometimes when I be on fight week, I be a little bit of an asshole. You know what I'm saying? So I probably was rude a couple times, not meaning to be. You know what I mean? Just cutting weight a little bit. You know, growling and shit, looking at people like, you know what I mean? But I just every time I see him, I kind of mention that I want to run it back. You know what I mean? Then I told him he should fight Chiesta and I should fight the other dudes. It's just I might just be getting on his fucking nerves. I don't think I necessarily did anything. It's just what I haven't done. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I saw the other day that Chandler said you were a dog. I was like, oh, we're back out the doghouse.
Chandler followed me?
Remember Chandler? No, he didn't follow you, but he did post. Didn't he post a video like he posted about you or
he tweeted on me?
I think he Instagram. Yeah, he was like,
he was like that dude, Twitter,
or he's a dog.
Yeah, I don't be on Twitter.
It wasn't Twitter's Instagram. He like shared
Instagram?
when you came out and posted your video about
talking Taco truck?
Taking a fight? No, you were like trying to take a fight when you had a fight the following
You
weekend.
posted on my page?
Now he shared your stuff and he was like,
You
Holland, is
serious?
that it? Yeah, I'm serious. I saw it. I was like,
For real.
and then
Quit playing,
yeah,
bro.
no, he did.
Hey, man, you know, I really fuck with McGregor a lot. I like the nigga Stilo and shit. But like Chandler though,
He's a good dude.
Like he was my favorite Bellator fighter for the longest. And like even in the UFC, like no cap, like he up there. He up there in my tops. Like I think he real genuine, cool person.
I was
But
going to
when
ask
he was
you
in
who'd win the
Bellator, he
fight.
was for sure my favorite. Now AJ McGee is my favorite from Bellator. We need to get AJ McGee to come on.
That's good. We need to get Chandler to come on if he ever forgive you, which I think you're like halfway there.
We just have a fucking whole fucking Bellator podcast, Bellator. You know what I'm saying? Just talk to some of the b-boys.
That'd be dope. There's one
Speaking
of
of
the
Bellator, didn't Bellator get sold, or aren't they getting sold or bought out or something like that?
think so.
Kevin Holland would even moderately above the average wrestling defense with a scary night range.
Oh shit, yeah. You know what? And I'm not above moderate wrestling defense yet, Michael Chandler. So I appreciate that. But eventually, I will get there. You know, I was trying to have sex the other day, but
You sprawled.
she went to like put her face near my hips, and I fucking boom down that shit. Put her head down, sprawled on top of it, spent to the back. Didn't even get to the back. I fucking bust a nose and shit. I'm fucking with you guys.
Yeah,
I know. I'm not that aggressive.
Not yet.
But I did hit her
What
with the hip thrust. Wow. You know what I mean? No, I'm sorry.
What about the rest of the card? What did you think of?
Hold on. My man, keep touching you a lot today.
I know that's cool.
But it's because I'm excited.
I like it.
Okay? We were talking about that girl last night. Now I'm excited. I mean, the other day.
But don't try any reverse. Hey, I'm saying you talk about the girl. I'm like, wait a minute. Hey, I don't know wrestling moves. I can't. You have above average wrestling. You don't have to prove it.
Compared to you, yeah. I got
That's true.
fucking. I got
Come on,
I got
man.
semi-godly wrestling compared
Come
to you.
on. That's not true.
All right, you're right.
I
But my
actually
wrestling's
can't
on demon time compared to you.
That's
Let's
true.
go.
That's all right.
Slay that motherfucker. No, but for real though, for real. One more thing about the Ian Garry situation. Props to fucking Ian Garry, right? Props to Ian Garry, right? I feel like I'm giving the dude so much love because I don't even know if it was his fight. I really, honestly, I don't think Neil Magny's that good. I think the record that he holds is fucking fantastic. I'd love to beat his ass as well. I would love to literally fight Neil Magny for a haircut. Like, loser cuts their fucking hair off. Because those dreads, my boy, they gotta fucking go, all right? It gotta go. Go back to the old hairstyle. Your ears look big that way, but it just fits you more, bro. You
Kick
look
a man while he's down.
He looks,
God.
but no, I'm not trying to kick him while he's down. I'm just keeping it true. You know what I'm saying? He looks like the homeboy Marvin. You know what I'm saying? And Marvin worked hard. Marvin got more hours than anybody else in the state of Texas. Matter of fact, probably in the world when it comes to putting hours on a construction site. Like Marvin would sleep at the job site. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know very many brothers that would sleep at the job site. You know what I'm saying?
That's dedication.
Now, my other side of me, my Hispanic side, they gets down. Boy, they don't take no breaks. But my brothers,
Yeah, your taco truck side.
they for sure going to lunch and they for sure going home every night. You know what I'm saying? Like, or somebody else's house. But Phil fucking Rowe, bro. What the fuck was that? You that mad that Neil Magny beat you, that you turn into a yes a master guy, right? Yes a master. You went and worked Ian Garry's corner. I hope he paid you so fucking good. You went and worked Ian Garry's corner to get back at fucking you know, Neil Magny. It's
kind
like
of funny though.
I mean, it's like
It's kind of a fuck you.
Bro, it reminds me of Samuel L. Jackson off the Django. And the thing about it is I'm the Django. I'm one of that 100. You know what I'm saying? I'm that rude boy. For real. But, you know, Neil Magny is like wishless Holland. And I've been saying that for the longest.
He is wishless Holland for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He does everything that I don't do. No, I'm fucking around.
But he is the
But,
wishless Holland.
Yeah, but the way they did that, man, was wrong, man. So I just really would like a Samuel L. Jackson meme. I need somebody to make this for me. A Samuel L. Jackson meme next to Philip Rowe, with the dude that was his master, with old boy sitting right next. So we gotta do something. It gotta be a video skit though. I don't even want no meme. I want a whole video skit. I want to make this a reel. That shit, wow, bro. Now, sorry about that. I just had to put that out there in the rug because it bugged me. But now that I'm thinking about it out loud, it was pretty fucking funny.
I mean, it's kind of a fuck you. It's kind of like, hey, you win in the ring, I win in the parking lot type deal.
Yeah, like you beat me, now my homeboy gonna beat you.
Yeah, like
Fuck it. I ain't got no homies like that. So,
That's-
you know what I'm saying? My homies be in different weight class. Like I got Terrence, he 55. You know what I'm saying? I got Jamahal, he heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? So,
shout out to Jamal on a speedy and 100% recovery.
that nigga already good.
He's good.
Yeah, he's ready to fight right now.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm telling you, him and Jones gonna fight before you know it, bro. My boy already he ready to go. I think he gonna take the easiest heavyweight first, and then we're going straight for the top.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I like that, man. That's good.
I'm fucking with you, Jamal. I know you're light heavyweight. I'm just fucking with you.
But what if he wants it, right?
I really think he could. I think he could beat some heavyweights for sure.
He
Like
hits so hard, yeah.
even him, like whatever weight he want to be at, like a lighter weight, heavier weight, don't even fucking matter. You know what I mean? I really do. Like I'm moving with my boy. I like the way he move. I don't think the heavyweights is fast enough to touch him. I think he got enough power to drop him. So
I mean, look at Jones going up.
Jamal's already captured the 205 belt. As far as I'm concerned, nobody took it from him. He can go capture the other one too.
Let's go. What about the rest of the card? What about you see Chris Weidman came back? It just look ring rust, man. Poor guy.
Ring rust.
Yeah, he hadn't fought 2 years, 3 years.
Wyman is the type of guy that should open up one of the biggest gyms in his area. I think Stephen Wonderboy Thompson has already have the biggest karate school in his area. Probably
South
one of the
Carolina.
biggest. Yeah, probably one of the biggest karate schools in the world. And I think if they wanted to add on a full blown wrestling and MMA program, I think who better than fucking Chris Wyman?
Dude,
and they're related through marriage. So I honestly, I'm all about telling people when it's time to hang it up because I'm gonna know when it's time to hang it up. So I think Chris Wyman should just fucking sit back. He's accomplished some wonderful things.
Yeah.
Just sit back. You know what I mean? Smoke some weed and train some people.
He looked good in moments. He just looked like he hadn't been in there in 3 years and just sucked, man. That dude is.
I mean, he's always gonna be a fighter. You know what I mean? It's like he's always gonna be a top tier fighter at that.
Yeah.
But age has a way of catching up with you, and age catches up with everybody at a different time. Not everybody's gonna be 45 years old.
Can't outrun it.
Doing MMA.
Yeah.
Some people will be a little bit in their 30s.
You can't outrun it. I want to ask you
about my taco truck.
I do.
Yeah.
Taco truck.
Another to the process, guys. I got to get it wrapped. I'm hoping I'll be able to get it there for September 16th. If I'm not able to get it there for September 16th, I will look into renting a truck for the time being, and I'll post up at the truck, do some autographs, and we'll probably do that. So I get into Vegas the Tuesday before the fight, right?
What day is that? Well, like the 10th?
Yeah.
The 10th or 11th?
It's got to be somewhere around there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? 11th, 12th, somewhere around there. So if we can get everything lined up, man, I will be in the taco truck. I won't be eating no tacos. I won't be drinking no tequila because I will be on a diet, very strict diet at that. But I will be in the taco truck doing some autographs and serving food.
That's dope.
But you will not get an autograph unless you're buying food. I'm sorry, but that's the way it got to go. And you got to buy a whole meal. Yeah, you got to get the drink.
Meals.
You got to get the drink. You got to get the food. You got to get it all.
Combo, bro. Get up with it.
It'll be as tasty as an Icon meal.
Don't be cheap. What Icon? If you get the taco truck, Icon Meals, you should do a
healthy taco.
Yeah, for you.
Healthy taco
meal. Yeah,
a healthy Icon taco
in
the truck
meal. Yeah,
I think so.
I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, I think that'd be smart.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And don't be scared. Don't be scared to try our prison burritos, guys.
Get that spread, bro.
Fantastico. You know what I mean? You guys will love it.
So the taco truck's a done deal.
No matter what, taco truck will be at a fight near you very soon.
So I'm going to talk to you about that. So we talk a lot about MMA. We talk a lot about, but obviously podcast, Realize, Recognize. And you do a lot outside the ring too. You're successful outside the ring. You're successful in the ring. Big following, right? Like, man, just talk about some real stuff. Obviously we joke around, we talk shit, but at the end of the day, man, like, everybody's just trying to make it. Yeah. We don't hate on people trying to make it. Like, we talk shit, joking around, but shout out to those guys, everybody out there grinding, trying to make it, support their families. Got nothing but respect for that at the end of the day, right? You got respect for the dudes that show up. But, like, for you, man, can you talk a little bit about what you're doing outside the ring, right? And then maybe get some advice, especially to the up-and-coming fights, right? You're a local guy. You came up, and you talked about, I think you said it the other day, you're like, hey, man, there was a time not too long ago, like, I wasn't in this situation, and you made it. Is there some advice that you can give to some people out there, a way to set them up, whether it's money they get, should they invest it, should they do something also, outside the ring? Can they do things to build their brand inside of the UFC brand? Because you've done a phenomenal job with that.
All right, let's start off with building your brand. Building your brand. Be you, because when shit falls, you hate for people to see who you really are.
Yeah.
Right? So be you off the rip. If you're the bad guy, fucking accept it. If you're the good guy, fucking accept it. Whatever you are, just be you. Stay true to who you are. Don't switch up. Don't change. Your mama and your daddy love you for a reason. If your mama and daddy hate you for a reason, the whole world's going to hate you for that same fucking reason. Just don't switch up. Be true to who you are. work hard, grind hard, don't stop. Take this shit serious. That's what, back to that Ian Garry kid, takes it serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All those young champs that ever did it, all those young people that ever came around and took it very serious, Macy Barber, so on and so forth. John Jones, number one, Uno Duno. Props to those people. Be like those guys, you know, be less like me. In the beginning of your career, you got to be active. That's true, but you also just need a good coach. You also need a coach that knows a good manager, and you just need a good team around you. I can't stress no business avenue more than just having a good team around you. Your character will sell no matter what if you're a good fighter, and being active. There's no better way to stay in front of the people than to take as many fights as you can. Smart fights at that, especially when you're first starting off your career. You don't want to be 3-0 and then go out there and fight a guy who's 13-13 and you just weren't good enough or didn't have enough experience, and he puts a stain on your record. You don't want to be one of the 13, 14 guys' record. Just be smart. Then when you get there, handle fucking business. Once again, get a good coach. Trust your coach. Get a good team. Trust your team. Shit that I do outside the cage. Food truck will be there. Yeah. We got a private gym. We're in it right now. It has a studio site. Like when we first did it, I had my cousin here and he was doing his rapping and stuff. His career was doing pretty decent. So we set up a little studio feel, a little kick it area. You know, everybody can do it. You can do your studio thing in here. Do our podcast right here. It was made so when I was in camps, life would be a little bit easier for the podcast world, training side. You know, coaches weren't always clicking, but I know if we can get everybody in one neutral spot, everything would go good. Been in one neutral spot, a few things have changed, but overall things have been fantastic. Been trying to find a name for the gym because although it started off as a private location, I always knew that one day I wanted to have a martial arts gym, whether I was the one teaching there or if I just had it so that people had a real good, genuine place to come train at in the DFW. Finally came up with a name. I think the name's going to stick. Good Times MMA. Yeah. Kind of like it. Nice. Kind of feeling it. That GT vibe. You know what I mean? I dig it. I fuck with it. Hopefully I don't like it too much when I start buying more GT jewelry. But it's martial arts, so maybe I can be humble on this one. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to finding a location, either Arlington, right at that borderline, getting close to Dallas, or in Dallas. I'm really looking forward to getting a location there next year and having that going full blast. So my coaches can officially be your coaches, and my favorite teammates can officially be the beginners coaches. So it can work out for everybody. I don't know. I do a few things here and there. You know, it's like those are two things that I'll talk about. You know, everything else, it's like, you know, it's like a look out for me and mines, and you know, it's like we do some other things. It's like actually we need to talk about the nonprofit shit. We need to get that going. Yep. I need to have you. Me and you just need to sit down. Probably shouldn't go to the little cowboy spot, eat the good food. So, you know,
that is good.
Probably should convince you to smoke some pot and talk to me.
Right, bro. That'd be a whole episode.
Make you sign a whole fucking contract right after.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Cops are here. Like, bro, no, we're not. Yeah. With Wigan, you know, I'm down. Yeah. Look, and then what about content? You really, like, advice for the content. I know you mentioned to me one time, you're like, man, I wish I would have, you know, recorded stuff sooner or whatever. But what about advice for people coming up?
Yeah, stay on top of recording. Stay on top. Like, get every moment. Like, I don't understand how Conor knew his life was going to be this big. You know what I mean? Like, he literally was able to drop a documentary and make a lot of money off of that. Yeah, because he captured a lot of moments early. Capture those moments in your life. Enjoy those moments. You don't have to watch the video, but have it there. One day you might have kids. They might want to see it. Even if the fans don't want to see it, somebody in your family might want to see it one day because they might want to do the same exact thing you're doing. And you can just show them the roller coaster of events, but fucking record damn near everything you do. Yeah. If it's illegal, throw that shit away. Burn it. Never bring that copy out. Kill the cameraman if you got to. No, I'm just playing. Don't do that.
No, you got to tell me, go, hey, delete that. They're like, we got you, bro.
Delete that. But nah, for real. Like, record everything. Just take your fucking career serious. You know what I mean? Like I said, once again, if you look at work ethic, I'm a good guy to look at, but everything else, probably not the best guy to look at. But there's a lot of good ones to look at out there. Take their advice. Take their advice.
But be you, they'll just be you. And I think...
And put your fucking balls on her face, bro. Like, stop being scared to put your balls on her face.
I got a funny story about that.
No.
No.
This is episode 30. with Dustin.
It's not me. It's not me. I swear. I have a homie.
Oh, fuck.
Listen. This is one of the funniest stories of my life.
Look what I've done.
So I used to live at the Shops of Legacy, right?
And he put his nuts on your face.
No. Not that time. Anyways, I just told you again. We were there, and we were sitting by the pool, and there was a pool party. And he was over there. Girl's a little thick, right? She wasn't swamp donkey. She was a little thick. And all these dudes were trying to hit on her, and they're just no dice. And so he walks over there, fast action hero.
Put the balls on the face.
No, fast action hero. I look over. They're just like full blown makeout. I'm like, all right, the guy's a closer. He's got something. Give him props.
Yeah.
So we're about to go change. We're about to go out. So there's like 6 of us in my spot. We're all changing, and he's on the couch making out with this girl. Hey, bro, all of a sudden I hear, what the fuck? Don't put that in my face. I'm like, oh. So he's like, hey, come on. And then she just storms off. So we get ready. I'm like, what'd you do? He's like, oh, bro, I just stick in her face. I was like, bro, that's the move. Like, quick. So we leave. Hey,
that's not the move.
That's not the move at all, bro. We come back, and I told my homie, bro, you can't wear shorts in there. They're not going to let you in. He's like, oh, they will. So, of course, they let him in. So we go back changing. And I hear like banging on the door, and my other homie opens the door, and he's like a little scared cat. And like I just hear just yelling, and I'm like, what's going on? They like pushed in my door. It's like, come out. I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like, where's this guy at? And I'm like, who? He's like, I live here. Like, who are you talking to? So like me and this dude, like I throw him out of my spot. I'm like, yo, bro, like who are you? And he's like, one of your friends put his in my niece's face. I was like, oh shit. I was like, well, wait a minute. She was like making out with him, but I was like, holy shit, bro. I was like, that move doesn't work. So for you taking advice out there, don't just put the balls on their face.
Put them on top of her head. It's episode 30. Put your balls on her head. Sugar
balls
show.
Deep. He did. What's next for him? I know we're ending it, but I got last question. And maybe we can get Sugar to come on and talk about it. But what's next for him, and what's next for Aljo?
I just told you what's next for Sugar. And we know what's next
Cheeto?
for Aljo.
Cheeto?
No, Sugar's gonna go put his balls on some heads, and Aljo about to go put his balls on some heads or get some. Yeah.
What's next one? Sugar Cheeto?
Honestly, Sugar Cheeto makes sense, makes money. It gives Sugar a chance to be even bigger, right? You avenge your only loss in the UFC.
To a banger, too, man.
To a banger, and it's a banger fight. It's a banger fight.
That's a gangster party right there.
Nothing but strikers on that whole fucking card.
You know where
that's fucking wonderful.
You know where that card should be? Bro, that would be sick at Staples.
Nah, it'd be sick in Phoenix.
Or Phoenix, but Staples, because where's Cheeto from?
Phoenix might not even be big enough for fucking
Bro,
Sugar.
I'm saying Staples.
Yeah, it'd be dope. You know what?
Yeah, man.
Anywhere you put the Sugar show is gonna be fantastic.
True. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can put them in Miami. I think that'd be great
dope.
too, if it's big enough for them.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know the size of the stadium, so I don't even know what's big enough for the Sugar show. If it couldn't contain Connor, it probably can't contain the Sugar show. So you probably keep Sugar in Vegas. Just being realistic here.
What about Cowboy Stadium?
And, you know, we all know everything's bigger in Texas. But that being said, you said what's next for Aljo? I think Corey Sandhagen. I think the Corey Sandhagen rematch.
Ooh, yeah.
I think it's good for two people. I think it's good for Aljo to get right back in top contention. And I think it's really, really good for Corey Sandhagen. Before he does get a chance to fight for the belt, he gets a chance to avenge.
Yep.
One of his only losses he's had in a long time. I don't know how many losses he has in the cage, but I know that's the only one I've really seen besides Peter Yan.
Yeah.
Right? He lost to Peter Yan close decision in TJ, right? Something like that. He beat one, lost the other.
Yeah, he beat one and lost to the other one, but I can't remember who.
So, you know, I think that'd be a really good fight. And then if Aljo was to win that fight, I think Aljo has to do what Sandhagen was down to do. I think if Sandhagen wins that fight, Sandhagen instantly goes to a title shot. Him versus Sugar Sean, once again, money fight, and a banger, once again. And these are fights that Sugar has really good odds in. And then Aljo, say if Aljo was to get that fight done, like I said, he has to do what Corey Sandhagen was down to do, and he had to go fight the new Usman guy around. Khabib's people.
Umar. Close
Go.
enough. Yeah. I wouldn't want to be a matchmaker in that division because it's fucking stacked. Can't forget Merab. I mean, the thing's stacked. It's like everybody's deserving at that top 5. It sucks.
Everybody's deserving, but those ones make sense.
Yeah.
And those ones make money. And then you have Merab there, and it's like I love Merab to death, but it's like immediate title shot. Send Merab to 125. You know, it's like
that's
it's like his everything that he was working for at 135 has kind of been spoiled. It's like, does Aljo take a back seat and say it's Merab's turn? you know, or does he say, you know, fuck, I need this back? The competitive side of him probably says, fuck, I need this back.
Yep.
Instant title shot, 125, Merab, and it also blows that division the fuck up. So it's fun.
That's good. Hey, listen, episode 30.
Put
Make
your
sure-
balls on her head.
Don't do that. Michael Chandler, he's sorry. We're going to get you on. Look, make sure this dude's fighting again. Can we just talk about that? Last time we didn't say it. We'll end it on this. You said you didn't know you were fighting. You were on the card. You're officially fighting JDM. It's going down, right? Again, can we, like, you just fought, what, a month ago? Was it even a fucking month ago? And he's fighting again September 16th. Let's just talk about that. Hey, respect, man. I know we're friends.
Hard work, baby.
But I got to say, look, man, I know we're friends. I don't give a shit. But that's respect,
balls on
dude.
your head.
Please don't do that. Please don't, because there's probably nothing I can do about it. But with that being said, hey, man, respect to you. Make sure you tune in. Get the taco truck. Go to Vegas. Go see it. It's going to be a wild card, wild and out. I'm saying knockout first round. It's over. Sorry, JDM. Make sure you tune in. Sugar Show, episode 30. There we go. It's a wrap. Don't be a fool. Wrap your tweet.
Don't be a fool.
Put your balls on her head.
Yes, sir.